This story's from a time I was 16 years old. 3 mates and I had decided to do the Ouija board. Our house had a garage away from the house, so we decided we would do it there. Now, I'd always been aware of the Ouija board, having heard several stories from people who'd done it. But I think it's one of those things that maybe everyone should try once. So we headed in the garage, and there was a table there 5.5 feet or 1.7 meters long, so ample size. The 4 of us all sat down around the table and started to set up the Ouija board. We then all swore to each other that we weren't going to mess around or push the glass that we were using as the planchette. I'm not going to use the names of my friends in this story, but I will use their initials. There was J, B, and L. I sat on the chair the furthest most into the garage, towards the back, facing the garage door. Initially with B on my left, J to my right, and L in front of me, nearest to the door. We started asking the type of questions you normally ask the Ouija board, and for about 10 minutes we didn't get much happening. But towards the end of the 10 minutes, I did feel almost like an energy shift. We were getting a little frustrated that not much was happening, so I said, "Okay, let's take a break," and stood up. Everyone agreed and kind of breathed a sigh of relief. So for a few minutes we had a few jokes with each other and then decided to try again. This time when we sat down, Jay said, "I'll sit here," closest to the door, "just in case I need to get out quick," with a bit of a nervous giggle. So B to my left, L to my right, J in front of me, and we started asking questions again, and straight away the glass started moving, and it did spell things out, things that L understood straight away. After a couple of minutes he was getting quite upset though. He was quite a tough character, and to see him this emotional was very different. For about 10 minutes we had conversation, to which we were all amazed at. It was quite intense. J and B were now also getting a little bit emotional. L was telling us what the message was all about. He was in tears while he was telling us, but I guess then it was kind of the end of that conversation with that spirit. But everyone decided to try again and try and communicate with another spirit, so we did. We asked again, "Is there any spirits that would like to communicate with us?" Straight away, the glass started whizzing around the table. Uh-oh, I thought, this isn't good. Everyone was looking at each other, and we all asked each other if it was them pushing the glass, and we all said, "No, it's not me." The glass kept spinning with a lot of force and energy, uncontrollably so. We were all thinking, what's going on here? Then L said, "Right, that's enough." He took his hand off the glass. B did the same. That left me and J still holding the glass. I remember us looking at each other, eyes wide, going, "What's going on here?" J then said, "I think we should come off it now," and he took his hand off. I tried to take my hand off. I couldn't. I kept trying, and I still just couldn't almost release the glass from my hand. The glass continued to whiz around. I think Jay thought I was messing around, but I said, "I can't get my hand off," panicking a little. The glass whizzed around the table for about another 5 seconds, and I was now kind of intrigued what would happen next. But then, to my surprise and shock, it went to the far side of the table and it dragged me over the table. It came to rest on the far edge of the table on a 45-degree angle, right on the edge. At this point, Elle stepped in and grabbed the glass and blew into it and said goodbye. I don't know who or what we contacted that day, but whoever or whatever it was had a lot of power. It kept me stuck to that glass and dragged me out of my seat across the table. My mates all looked visibly shocked. I said, "Welcome to my world," to which Jay said, "What do you mean?" And I started telling him about all the other situations and other goings on I've encountered. We all needed a drink after this. Ever since this day, I've always said I would never do the Ouija board again. Now I'm fully aware of the possible power or knock-on effects the Ouija board can have. But now I'm older and wiser and a lot more spiritually knowledgeable, I'm starting to consider it again, and even doing it on my own, which I know is a big no-no with the Ouija board. We'll see. Thanks for watching. My name's Scott Spirit. If you'd like a psychic or a tarot reading, come and see me at timepsychics.com. If you can support me on Patreon, that would be excellent and really appreciated. And on a final note, I'll say to you, may the good spirits be with you and guide you on your journey and take you under their wings when you do so need. All the best. Take care.